In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I market my HVAC company on social media and how I manage to post 40 times per week, and I'm only spending about an hour and an hour and a half recording. There's a specific way to do it that can get it done. All right, let's start out with the first thing you need to do to market your HVAC business. If you have an electrical or a plumbing business or a window washing business, doesn't matter. It all works the same. This is how I market my business on social media. The first thing that you need to do is film what they call long form video. A long form video is simply something longer than 60 seconds or 2 minutes. A long video could be 5 minutes, it can be 7 minutes. That's perfectly fine. That's where you start. Film a video between 5 to 7 minutes. You may be saying, that's long. It's really not, because you're going to be talking about something that you already know about. If you own an HVAC business, you can probably talk about HVAC forever without any prompting, any training, any scripts, anything like that. Now, you may mess up. You may not be able to do it in one take. And you know what? That's okay, because you're going to edit it down, right? So the first thing is get your ideas on a piece of paper. I'm going to talk about changing filters. I'm going to talk about HVAC maintenance. I'm going to talk about ductwork. I'm going to talk about allergies in the home, whatever. Write it down on your phone, on a paper note, doesn't matter. Put your ideas down. That's step one. Step two, film that video. All right, so you're just going to talk about everything. You're not going to worry about messing up. You're not going to worry about mistakes. You're not going to tell them, oh, I messed up, stop the camera. Oh, I messed up, film again. Keep the thing rolling the whole time. It's fine. All the mistakes are fine, because with modern software, you can easily remove and edit that stuff out. And I'm going to tell you about the softwares that are really good for that here in a second. Okay, so you get your 5 to 7 minute video and you're going to post that. That's your first post of the week. Let's call it Monday. So you filmed that video, you went out on a job site, you walked around the house, you pointed at things, you talked about things, you walked upstairs, you pointed at things, you talked about things, you uploaded it. That's video number one. Step two, you're going to take that long video and you're going to put it in a software that makes clips out of it. Now with the software with AI out, and AI having been out for a couple years, there's a lot of really good softwares out there that will make clips out of a long video. And I'll give you an example. I recently made a video that said, these are 7 things you can do as a homeowner to protect your HVAC system. That video was about 7 minutes long. And then when I put it in the clip maker, it made 7 separate clips, because the AI can hear the 7 separate things, and it'll make step number 1, that's one video, step number 2. So it made 7 videos out of my one video. So you filmed one long 5 to 7 minute video, you made 5 or 6 clips out of it. Let's say it's 7 clips. Now you have 8 videos. 8 videos out of something that took you 7 minutes to film, right? Let's say it took you 15 minutes to film and you kept messing up, but you edited it and brought it down to 7 minutes. So either way, you got 8 videos out of 15 minutes of filming. Upload the 5 minute long video and then upload the clips on a schedule. So Monday, you're going to upload the 5 minute, the long one, and then you have 7 clips. So you're going to release one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, one on Friday, one on Saturday. Right? So now you just posted one time every single day for the whole week with one video. That is how you post 7 times a week, just spending 5 minutes. And that will take the average person a lot further than they normally would, because they say, how can I film 7 videos a week? How can I post every single day? You don't have to film every single day. You just have to film one long video and cut it into clips. Now, I'm going to give you a pro tip. If you're using YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, you are going to put the 5 minute long video, and then when you put your 60-second clip from that video, in the comments, you're going to put full video here, right? So you always link back to that video. That's how you post multiple times a week without spending a lot of time. So before I move on a little bit further, let me remind you, go film something that you know you can talk about for 5 to 10 minutes. You know you can talk about electrical, you know you can talk about HVAC, go film it. upload it. It's as easy as that. Then find a software like Opus Clip, OPUS Clip. You can Google it. It's really cheap. Upload that video, download the clips, upload those. You just had 8 clips. In a nutshell, that's how you do it. Now I'm going to give you some other tips on how I leverage my social media, because it's one thing to post. It's another thing to get people to engage with those posts, to watch them for more than a second, and to decide to buy from you, or to decide to share that video with others, which is where a lot of power is. All right, let's get into that. Okay, when you tell a story on social media, on the internet, it's different than when you tell a story in person. The internet is completely different. If I'm sitting on a couch with you in your living room, I'm telling you a story, you're here for it, you're gonna listen to it, beginning, middle, end, because you're having a conversation, right? The internet is different. People are watching story after story after story, but they're not engaged with the person that they're watching because they're just looking for something to entertain them. They're flipping the channel, right? And there's no emotion in flipping the channel. So we have to get our mind out of how we normally tell stories in person to how we tell stories online. And this is how this works. The first 3 seconds of your video, I want you to imagine, could that be a video by itself? And if it can't, then you're telling the story improperly online. And I'm going to give you an example, okay? If you look at the average video online, the analytics, it has a 1 second to 2 second swipe rate, which means if you watch your videos, if they watched it for 2 seconds, did they get anything out of it? If the answer is no, you're starting wrong. Okay, let's use this example. Let's say I'm an electrician and I'm going to make a video about possible fires in homes and how the electrical panel, when the bolts are loose, it could cause a fire. This is how someone normally starts a video. Then I'll tell you how to make the video engaging. Let me start this fake video. Hello, my name is Michael Johnson from such and such electrical company. I want to walk you through a couple things that I find important. I've been in business 20 years and I want to show you something that I found today. Let's go. And then you imagine me walking through the house. We get to the electrical panel and I say, I'm going to take this panel off and I'm going to show you something interesting. And then I'm taking the screws off and doing all that. Then I open the panel and then you see some burnt up and melted wires. And then I point and I say, those melted wires right there, that could cause this house to burn down. And then I start talking about how to fix it. Okay, imagine all of that introduction. People swipe away in 2 seconds. So by the time they swiped away, all you've said was, hi, my name is Michael from such and such. Swipe, gone, it's over. You can't tell a story like that because they're looking for entertainment. So when you film that video, do your introduction, do your walkthrough, that's fine. But when you edit it, you're gonna delete everything at the beginning and you're gonna start that video at, you see those burnt wires right there? That can cause this house to burn down. Hello, I'm Michael from such and such electrical company. I'm gonna show you how to prevent that. That is a powerful video. So we have to make sure that within the first 2 seconds, we're giving the excitement. That is how you tell a story. I'll give you another example. Something happened recently in town where I helped these 2 young ladies. Their car was stuck in the middle of the road and I ended up pushing them out of the road. And it was interesting because when I pushed them out of the road, they got really scared because the car was rolling and their brakes didn't work. So they actually jumped out of the vehicle and these 2 ladies' car went over the cliff. Okay. If I was going to tell that story, I wouldn't say, hey, Michael here, I want to tell you a story about when I helped these ladies. Swipe. You would want to start that story online because they're just looking for something to swipe past. I would want to say, these 2 young ladies' car went over the cliff the other day while I was watching. Let me tell you about it. So you get it. Forget the beginning. Your video should be able to stand alone in the first 3 seconds. If you can remove the first 3 seconds of your video and it can stand alone, that's a good video. You see those wires there? That'll cause your house to burn down. This is how you fix it. Boom. That's a video in itself. Okay, now you're going to post the long form video that you filmed and all of those clips on every social media channel that you have because you don't know where it's going to perform. And you know what? Stop worrying about things going viral. Who cares if your video goes viral or not? That's not the point. It could happen, but that's not the point. 30 views here, 40 views here, 10 views here, 300 views here. Those are all adding up to thousands either way. And if you can make these videos exciting where people don't swipe past them, you're eliminating pretty much any time you're saying, hey, this is Michael, and all introductions. These platforms will push your content out farther. So you're going to write a list of all social media, and you're going to make an account for your HVAC business or your electrical business. I know what you're thinking. I don't want to be a TikToker. I don't want to be an Instagrammer. Doesn't matter what you want to be or not want to be. This is where your customers are, so you need to do it, okay? You don't have to be an expert on these platforms. All you have to do is upload the videos. Now, when you upload those videos, there's two really important things that you need to do. You need to tag the location. On TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, when you look on the uploader, you'll see something that'll say add location. Do that. Very, very important. Number two, your keywords. You need to know what your keywords are. Is it HVAC, San Antonio, Texas? Is it air conditioner, San Antonio, Texas? Whatever it is that you want people to find you on, you want that in the description or in the title. Okay, now let's talk about titles. You may not be William Shakespeare. You may not be a great writer. With AI, you don't have to be. All you need to do is go to ChatGPT, type 3 or 4 sentences on what your video is about, and say, give me a catchy YouTube title, or give me a catchy title for this Facebook post. Copy it and paste it. Because the point is that you have to get this done and you have to be consistent on it. The point is not that you have to be some sort of a social media genius. If your videos are decent and your titles are okay, that's better than if you're doing nothing at all. You'll naturally get better, but the point is right now, just film it, just go to ChatGPT, get a catchy title, and copy and paste it. Which brings us to our next point. There are some things that you definitely don't want to do. Never do this, and the temptation is here. I see it all the time. Do not insult your client base ever. I know that if you post HVAC videos or electrical videos, you'll get other tradesmen watching, and we bond with other tradesmen and we bond with other companies, and we tend to want to bond on things that we all know about. For example, difficult customers, cheap customers, dirty homes, stuff like that. You will get a lot of likes and shares from other contractors, but you will be alienating and isolating the people that pay your bills. The other HVAC contractors that are liking and sharing because you're making fun of cheap customers, they're never going to hire you. The people that are watching, they're saying, oh my gosh, I might be on one of his new TikTok reels. I don't want to be on his TikTok reel because my lawn is dirty or because my grass is high. Never make fun of customers. Don't go there. Always pretend that you're talking to a customer. Always be a safe choice in the eye of the customer. All right, now, across all of your posting, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Nextdoor, Instagram, all of that, you want to make sure your branding is consistent and constant. If you looked at my HVAC company's post, I'm always wearing my shirt with my logo on it. I'm usually in front of one of my trucks. It's not on accident. Sometimes I'll have a watermark with my branding. The colors are always the same. If I pay someone to put a thumbnail, they're going to use my branding colors. Use the branding colors, not colors that you like, colors that your customers always see, and that is almost 99% of the time your truck. So your posts need to match the colors and the branding that your truck has. If your truck is blank, you have to fix that. Now, the last thing in this video is when you get jobs from social media, and you will, because now you'll be posting a lot, you'll be using keywords because they'll be finding you, they'll be clicking on your videos because the titles are going to be catchy. When they hire you, not if, when they hire you from all of these things that you're posting, you want to make sure you're asking your customers, where did you find me? And of course, they're going to say Google. Then you're going to ask them, so you were just Googling and you found, or was it Facebook, TikTok, YouTube? Very important question, because you're going to notice that some of the platforms are standing tall above the rest when it comes to people hiring you. Those are the ones you're going to put more effort into. If you get really busy and your posting rate declines, which I'm hoping it doesn't because consistency is the real moneymaker, at least you'll know these are the top 2. I really need to schedule those ahead. This is how I keep my social media, quote unquote, game really strong for my HVAC company. I hope some of these works for you. Thanks for watching.